The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for the Sweet 16 Friday slate on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports, people. Kalshi is available in a ton of states, and you can get $10 free with the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is John Sally, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Hi, young world. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. As currently sweating out this Nevada Auburn game. And of course, I have Gulf Coast State taking on who they playing again. Northwest Florida State going on right now. All right. You can tune in ESPN Plus. The hoops are still rolling along. We got baseball. I mean, who knew it was opening day as the fucking Yanks are destroying the Sox. We got some other college baseball games on. I mean, I'm struggling for sport. We got just a few basketball games, 3 basketball games, 4 today. I guess 4 I watched. Tomorrow, it's good to know that there's a shit ton coming, including not only the hoops, but the Frozen 4. Go check out our Frozen 4 episode we did yesterday, as well as some college baseball tomorrow as well. So you can blend all that together and just have a great day. Tell the wife, the kids, just leave me forever. Yeah, you can always do that. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Wow. Jerry Garcia. I was watching that game. Shout out to Houston yesterday. And Coastal Carolina. Gigantic comebacks from both. Subscribe to the college baseball experience. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college football experience, which we got episode scheduled there coming soon. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governor, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mack. What's up, man?
One more night without the NCAA tournament. Let's go. Let's talk about these Friday games.
Do you guys want the remix?
Not the 3-minute long version. Just maybe the your girl is in a foxhole spot.
I wasn't
come and take a fireball shot.
Today.
You got to write one for Noah now, Colby.
Yeah, I know that one's coming. Here's the remix, gentlemen. All right. By the way, these songs are soon to be available on our store. So the remix for good old Moneyline Mack. Ask your local DJs to play this one.
It's Mack tonight. Hear what I say. Moneyline Mack in the major way. Those tacos from Billy Ray and the mimosas the way. Ask your girl how my money go. West Virginia. Virginia, that's what they scream. First to give your girl a crazy dream. Hey kids, remember to gas up. I'm the king who gives your girl a ass rub. It's money line Mack, and that's what it's about now. I wear my coonskin hat when I take your girl to Plowtown.
This is a new version.
And that's what it's about now. I wear my coonskin hat when I take your girl to Plowtown. Yeah. It's Moneyline Mack, feel the heat. Moneyline Mack, can't be beat. Billy Ray's tacos and mimosas set me free. All the fine guys follow me. Listen up, Jack Fox, here's the deal. Money long me give that from on the cop in the field. I love a good slow jam. When it comes to money line,
Is that heat, Colby?
it's a proud program. It's Moneyline Man, can't be beat. Billy Ray's tacos and mimosas set me free. All the fires follow me. Your girl's in a foxhole spot, taking her to Mountain Mamas for the 5-ball shot. My money is I just see to a guy that's sliding. Feel free to dance. Yo, girl's in a foxhole spot, taking her to Mountain Mamas for the 5-ball shot.
I mean,
Woo!
which one's better? It's hard
I
to
was gonna
argue.
say, I was
I
gonna
think
say
the first one's better.
I was listening at the beginning and I go, wait a minute, this isn't the same one as last
I
night.
told you it's the remix, man. I've been working
I like-
hard behind the scenes,
I'm
talking
picturing
about people
that.
making phone calls. All
I'm
right.
picturing the keytar instead of a normal set of keys, like a full keytar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Damn punk style.
I like it both. I like it both. They're very high IQ songs.
Well, look, we're working to get in these. I think over the next couple of days we'll have this available in the SGPN store. So there is, I think via Apple iTunes and stuff too. So we're working on it. I'll let you know ASAP. But man, the lyricism just hits me in the heart.
Picasso strikes again.
The deep lyricism. Let's go. Shout out to Jim Connor. We are joined by third and fourth man in the booth, but third man in the booth currently batting here. He is the host of the College Baseball Experience, and he prefers the first. He doesn't like a good remix. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you, buddy?
Doing well. Can't wait to talk about second day of Sweet 16. Let's do it.
Let's go. And of course, we are joined by fourth guy in booth. He recently was having a blast in Vegas. There was a couple times I talked to Troy where I was like, yeah, he's not paying attention to the words I'm saying. But there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I was like, talking, we're having like a conversation in the middle of it. I was like, pretty sure I could say anything right now. I'm pretty sure I could say anything right now, and you would have no idea. Give it up for the great Troy Tuning. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good. We're gonna have to get something for Noah there. We're back-to-back 3.5 minute full songs. We got to get Noah an intro song.
Yeah. If I get a Noah intro song, it's going 7 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. It's good. We're gonna have to have like a full 2-minute solo in there.
The old hip hop songs back in the day, those shits were like 10 minutes, man. Go get some hip hop vinyl from the 70s or 80s, early 80s.
You can't
songs,
even tell.
The cuts are like 10 minutes deep.
The Africa Bambaataa songs, you think it's all just one song, and then you realize the album's replaying.
You just listen to the whole album. Man, good times. Guys, obviously Nevada is on the verge of backdooring this Auburn game potentially. at the Jungle with about 2 minutes left. They are down what I think it's 9 or 7. It's just I think it was 7. And I think it just went to 9. And Illinois State drilled Dayton earlier. Dayton kind of dressed it up a little bit, but had to put on the Illinois State shirt after I lost my money. That was the deal. Actually, it was rather cold in this garage, as you can see. We're killing it. We do have news in the coaching world. The University of South Florida has hired Chris Mack. Chris Mack from Charleston, formerly of Louisville and Xavier. I was a little bit surprised by this one. Mack, you know the coaching world better than me. How much of a pay bump? South Florida seems like a football school first.
Yeah.
What do you think because Charleston is one of these schools that doesn't have a football team. So I was assuming that once they got the rev share money via next year, they would be one of the ones to really benefit. So why leave for South Florida?
I don't think he doubled his salary unless South Florida is really amping up their resources here in the American. Because I would imagine the Charleston job probably pays close to $1 million.
That's what I was wondering, and I was like, wouldn't they match it too? I don't know. Like,
yeah, Mack's been solid. But he also took over a loaded program with Kelsey when he left for Louisville. So, Mack's been solid throughout his career. He kind of has just been what he is. A coach that's going to win 67% of his games. But he hasn't won the big game yet, I guess is my point. So, like, I'm interested to see how this works. He's taken over another program that's really in a good spot with Hodgson leaving, and they just won the league. So I guess you could say he did a decent job at Charleston the 2 years. And I know he didn't win the league, but Wilmington was really fucking good. But he still won 20-plus games. So can he continue the momentum of what Hodgson just left? And Abdur Rahim a couple years prior.
Yeah. Bieniek, I'm curious your thoughts here.
I think South Florida just did Charleston a favor. Charleston was one of the highest spenders in the CAA every single year. 9 losses in the both seasons, no titles to show for it. Like, I think maybe Charleston was starting to question whether or not it was the right move. And then South Florida comes calling. And I think this is a blessing in disguise for the Cougars. And
Earl Grant's available.
I like what USF was doing with the youthful up and coming home run hires from good mid majors, and this is not that. I think they're going a little bit off the beaten path. Not to say that Mack is a bad coach. I mean, he had a hell of a run at Xavier. He's just not made an NCAA tournament in his last 5 seasons as a head coach. He was out of the game for a little bit. His 2 seasons in NCAA were kind of left a little bit to be desired. That's all. I don't know if this is a home run.
Is there a chance that he's reading the tea leaves and just getting out before they fire him? Because I do think he might have been on the hot seat next year.
I don't think he was on the hot seat. I mean, he was 13-5 and 14.
They're the second most. Aren't they the second biggest payroll in that conference, right?
Biggest.
I thought Wilmington was this year.
No, Wilmington was this year.
Yeah.
Like Charleston roster wise, biggest, no doubt. I know Takeo got the big raise, but
I think Wilmington spent the most this year. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the floor is high with Mack too. He doesn't. I mean, he's had one losing season the year he was fired, middle of the year. Like,
it's definitely not a terrible hire. I just wonder. Like, I wonder if Mack is saying, "Man, I haven't got it done at Charleston." Maybe like the fans are, the local community is saying, maybe it wasn't as good as a hire as we think, and maybe it's a good time if someone offers me, start fresh and get another 4 years, of potential, runway. Am I crazy to think that could have been the case?
If he threw out a 500 record, then I think he could have been fired. But if he had finished in the top 3, you're not getting fired for 3 straight top 3 finishes.
Fair, but I'm just saying, I wonder if it was I didn't think he was gonna get fired this past year, but I'm just saying, I wonder if he could feel like maybe momentum leaving the program.
So it's funny that Benny brings up Hodgson's wife, because the first thing that I did was see who Chris Mack's spouse was, right? Walking red flag. He's married to Christy Mack. So Chris and Christy, walking red flag right there. But if you Google Christy Mack, there's another Christy Mack that does a different form of content that would get us demonetized here. So the first thing I thought was, damn, this guy's hitting a porn star. Holy cow, they got something going on down here in USF.
Well, that's why I had to get back to Tampa.
Yeah. The walking red flag. Chris marrying a Christie. That's a.
I like Chris Mack as a coach. Like, I want him to be good, but I don't think it was a terrible hire by South Florida. But my question is, like, could Charleston get better because of this? Like Bieniek's point.
Probably.
Shout out to AOD giving us $4.20. We're looking live. TC forever. Smoke them if you got them. CRT in the chat's also saying, in a real pickle, lifelong UNC fan, and do not want a scumbag like Nate Oates, would have a hard time supporting if they hired him. Thoughts?
I don't think he's at the top of their list. I don't think you got anything to worry about right now.
I mean, do you like winning, or do you like if you want a nice guy, go to the library?
Yeah. If you want to win and help hide murder weapons.
Dean Smith was as crooked as anybody.
Well, I don't know if he played a player that was a murder suspect. Oates kind of set a new precedent. Besides New Mexico State, Oates and New Mexico State.
I think the cannabis laws in North Carolina are a little more forgiving. You could have that. To be fair, the team for Alabama has played great since their dealer hasn't been able to supply everybody else too. So, it's a little bit of a.
They're a funny team. Like, so when they lost Bediako, they were like really good for like 2 weeks.
You know what they used to ask Bob Huggins at Cincinnati of how he supports some of the characters he had on the team. He goes, all you got to do is yell and support them for 30 games a year. You don't have to support them the other 300 days of the year.
Coaching 101 here.
You like to win or you like to lose? I like to win a lot more than I like to lose. You got to be bigger. You got to be better than your problems. You got to be better than your problems. If you're not better than your problems, then get the fuck
out. What do we do with Charleston? Give me a good one. Just hot potato right now. Obviously, they talked to Earl Grant. Grant Leonard. Okay. I was thinking, could Kim English land there?
That would be that kind of would make sense.
I think it might work.
A little rebound action.
He brings in talent. I'll tell you that. Like, he can bring George Mason. He flipped that roster quick with talent. They just didn't win the games.
Not Richie. He should go from Furman to Charleston.
That one should, but
yeah, it's a better job.
That's a lateral move.
No way.
Just like Charleston, yes, they'll fund you more, but like I just expect Richie to make a bigger jump.
Everybody has gone to a high major.
Frank Martin.
Wait for this Carolina domino to go.
Like, Frank Martin took the team in the state to the Final Four last.
That'd be fun if they hired Frank. I like that. I like that fit, but I don't think they'll do that. They'll go for some young and upcoming guy.
The Carolina domino may free up Richie. Depends on where the Tar Heels go.
Shout out to Jeff saying, "How do I donate?" I believe if you're on YouTube, which I think you are, based on that little app or logo. How do you donate again, guys? Isn't it like down to the right?
I've never donated.
I think there's a little icon that looks like a dollar bill.
Yeah, I think that's something like that. Appreciate you though, Jeff.
Thank you for donating your time, anyways.
Anybody else, real quick? Anyone else you think could be a home run there in Charleston?
Yeah, I mean, I got a handful. Nolan Smith.
I do think that would work.
Who's the AD
for Charleston? I because they don't have football. I don't know the ADs. Like football, I kind of know.
Matt Roberts, where was he at?
Trying to think who else would be who's been fired recently that could Obviously, we talked to Earl Graham, but Wes Miller already got that gig. Is there another coach that got fired that you think maybe?
do you think Wes Miller maybe would have preferred Charleston?
I was about to say. I mean, but I wasn't aware that his dad and stuff like everyone's from Charlotte, but
Hubert Davis.
Hubert Davis, Charleston.
Yeah.
This guy's a North Carolina guy. This AD.
Oh, no way.
Oh, watch it happen. Watch it happen.
Yeah, that could be your answer, dude.
Yeah. Either way, should be interesting to see Coach Mack. Wishing him all the best.
How about King Rice?
That would work too. And how about North Carolina should get Mark Byington? That would be a smash hire, by the way, in my opinion. I think Byington would work.
And Byington started his career under Bobby Crimmins at Charleston.
Ooh. Well, Byington wouldn't go to Charleston. I'm talking about to go to North Carolina.
No.
Okay.
Like we're talking Charleston, then we're talking
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah. What about Stephen Pearl to Charleston?
No shot for Seth Greenberg.
How about Stephen Pearl to Baghdad? He's fucking terrible. Fucker, how do you not cover against Nevada at home? You fucking bums. I don't even know.
There we go.
Nevada doesn't even know.
It's not over yet for me.
No,
is it over for you?
Our boy found the button. Our boy found the donate button.
Shout out to Jeff giving us $50. Great picks last weekend. Followed Michigan State, Houston, Iowa State, UConn. Hey, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate your generosity. We covered.
Fuck this Pearl bitch. I tell you, Auburn's rigging games. That Pettiford dude, he threw the ball into the third row. Watch that pass. That's a rigged pass.
I thought he was gonna say that pedophile.
There are some pedophiles out there at Auburn. Those fucking motherfuckers.
Oh man!
And then the third.
Like, you have to be retarded to make that pass. Like, it's one thing to like overthrow him a little bit. He overthrew it into the third row. It's like, dude, what? Fucking Bull wasn't catching that shit.
The third name on my top three that I had was Corey Gibson. He began his coaching career on the Atlantic coast. Spent a handful of years at Greensboro as an assistant. So Grant Leonard, Nolan Smith, Corey Gibson.
I like it. Let's go. All right. Well, let's jump into this, man. We'll see. Best wishes, Coach Mack. And sorry for assuming that your wife was a porn star. We did not do our due diligence. All right. But
same name, different profession.
Jerry Stackhouse to Charleston. There you go. Let's go.
I mean,
hey, what if they get David Stoudemire? Bring everybody.
Oh, I'll lose my shit. They will no longer be a proud program if David Stoudemire goes there. I'll be like, you have been removed from proud program.
Did I read that Bill Murray's son? I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Murray.
Was offered
BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna turn that down.
I mentioned his name in that.
I'm not going there.
I mentioned both assistants for that opening BC, like Kamani Young and Luke Murray. It's just, is it a desirable location? I don't know.
No, I'd rather get yelled at by Dan Hurley.
I think that's what you said to me that night.
Dan Hurley yell at me, I'll fucking take my check. At least I don't be in the Sweet 16 or Final Four every year. I'm not going to college to get my ass kicked every other night.
You need a big financial commitment to get that, I think. But look, shout out to CRT, first time father to be from a couple weeks ago. Colby mentioned a Let It Ride onesie. Well, didn't we send you that, or I sent you the email, right? I thought we sent you that, right? Did we send you that? Let me know. If not, I've done that a couple times over the course of this season, but remind me if so. Your daughter's expected to be born on the national championship night.
Yeah.
Let It Ride from the hospital. Well, I was born on the Super Bowl, so I mean, and my dad's favorite team was playing in the Super Bowl. So at the time, he still curses me a little bit on that. But
anybody else picturing like a 6 pound, 8 ounce little infant baby with a baby coonskin cap on?
Let me know, CRT, and congratulations, man. But let me know if I can, if you got that, and if not, I will go back to the well.
I have one more name for Charleston. Kevin Keats.
That one actually is a great name for
He
Charleston.
was great at Wilmington in the CAA, and then Mack was from TV. Maybe they bring Keats from TV now.
I like that, actually.
I like that a lot. Like, Keats would be great at Charleston.
I have a name, too. How about Mike Schwartz?
Yeah, he's going to go from ECU to fucking Charleston.
Hey, it's a better destination, but that's where Charleston's calling.
It's not a far move.
All right, let's jump into this. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the hold on, I guess we could talk about that in a second. But the college basketball experience is brought to you by us. We are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and guess what? Baseball is back. College baseball has been back. Subscribe to the college baseball experience. But now the MLB Gambling Podcast is firing away, obviously, with the season opener tonight that no one knew about. Look, Daily Picks podcast, breaking down all the MLB action. Get it on the SGPN app or wherever you get your podcast. So just type in MLB Gambling Podcast and let it ride. We're also brought to you by SeatGeek. All these games are happening right now. I mean, shit, I got AT&T Park. That's a great stadium if you haven't been. I got Cal Poly, LMU college baseball. Get out to a game. College basketball. The jungle just ended. Had some hockey on before. The NHL playoffs right around the corner. Like, I mean, this is a great time for sports, man. Get out to some games. You got the Sweet 16 going on as well, obviously. And if you're going to go out to see some live sporting events, you're going to want SeatGeek. I'll tell you that right now, because their competitors, absolute garbage. All right. SeatGeek is legit. They have your back. Each ticket is rated on the 1 to 10 scale, so you know when you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. But here's another thing. Every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. I can tell just a war story, actually. I went to a Duke regional in college baseball last season where my brother, not NC Nick, another brother, quickly wanted to go. And me and NC Nick had already purchased our tickets. So I quickly jumped on another app and bought a ticket, which I never received. Right. So it took me a couple months to get it from the place that I was trying to get it from. But in the meantime, I just scalped the ticket for him when I arrived at the stadium. But it was really annoying. And it was crazy because I had to really fight a lot of. I don't think I got the money back directly from the person. I think the company just gave me the money, but it took a long time. You don't have to worry about that at SeatGeek, and that's when I really learned that I'm going SeatGeek every fucking time. All right, they have more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. And the fact they have your back, you're gonna want that. And of course, I have a code for you. You can use the promo code SGPN10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with the promo code SGPN10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later over at SeatGeek. Next up, we're brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in a ton of different states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options as well on all of your favorite sports. New Kalshi customers get $10 when you use the promo code SGPN. I know we were talking about this. Nate Oates, I believe, is the leader, or was the leader yesterday at this time, to be North Carolina's next head coach there on Kalshi. So check out Kalshi, 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 promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every single sport. We've been nailing it with college basketball. We got a bunch of plays tonight, I'm sure. Underdogs just increased their payouts as well. 2 pick entries now at 3.5 times and 3 pick entries at 6.5 times the rate. Underdogs got a brand new offer as well for new customers. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. All right. Shout out to Philly. Use the SGPN 10 to get a Sweet 16 tickets. There we go. So the chat was talking about there's rumblings of Will Wade. going to LSU. I feel like we should wait until that's official, just like the Bill Self thing. I feel like we don't know, right? But I do find it quite hilarious. I'll tell you that right now. I do find it quite hilarious, but I feel like we will wait. We wait a little bit to we need official news before we just we do that. But
I do want to say, I think it was this time last year when we did our coaching episode or whatever. I said, keep an eye on Will Wade to LSU this year. Yeah. It's just hilarious. The McNeese president and AD are currently the president and athletic director at LSU. So,
come back to the channel on April 1st.
Yeah, that's the buyout number.
There's a buyout for a coach that drops on April 1st, and then there might be some maneuvering.
I enjoy the chat talking about my head doesn't look tall.
I was just about to say that might have had something to do with the 10+ pound fat camera. Just looks not a stretched out head, like it's
camera adds a couple 100 pounds.
The camera was a little bit of a side angle. I think that's what I've landed on.
Either way, my wife was like, "You're fat as shit, honey." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know how it happened." All right, let's get to these games. St. John's, Duke in Washington D.C. Are you guys going to this game? You guys should be at this game.
Fuck this! No, I ain't going.
You seen the ticket prices, Colby?
I feel like you should have an in by now, dude. Right?
Yeah, Troy.
Some guys aren't you friends with some dude? Aren't you friends with some dude who drives a Zamboni at the Cap Center there?
I was told by the NCAA I did not fit the criteria for the pass.
They must have saw you at Circa last weekend.
They didn't want me to get my hands on all those cheerleaders.
They didn't want you to bring your coonskin hat.
Maybe that's
Mack is just pointing out his latest Isaiah Thomas rendition. They told me I did not fit the criteria.
No doubt. Me and Isaiah, we got a lot in common. It's ridiculous. We got snubbed. They said, we haven't seen you cover events like this. I go, I was just at 4 conference tournaments, you fucking retards. Who else did that? Get the fuck out of here. If you're gonna just say no, we don't like your brand, at least do that. Don't fucking lie to me and fucking try and wine and dine me. Fuck off, you soft ass bitches. Hope your fucking tournament goes shitty.
Can you give me her email address? Because I would like to reply with this. I would reply with this to the NCAA. Be like, your job's on borrowed time. This will live on forever. I'm serious. We should. I would love to reply saying, "Look, the NCAA is on borrowed time. This is a timeless classic. You can play this at your son's fucking wedding in a few decades."
I'm sure the lady's a nice lady, but she is so fucking low IQ. I mean, God, yeah. I was like, all right, well, good luck to your tournament. I'm not going to beg to go to your fucking event. Fuck your event.
Yeah, and it's going to be even funnier because the NCAA really wants Duke to win, and St. John's will win this game. I will take the 6.5. I will lock it up. I think it's a bad matchup for Duke. On my bracket, I had this forecasted. Now, to be fair, my bracket is awful, but
shredded.
Yeah, I will lock up the Johnnies plus 6.5. I think the money line is live, and I will be betting that money line. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
What are these emojis on the St. John's logo, by the way? I'm like looking at it.
Oh, fuck. That's my fault, I think.
I'm like, why is there a heart? Do I click on the heart? Does that mean they cover? Dude, earlier in the week, I was on the Johnnies. Like, I was like, they're going to win the game. I have not heard one person on fucking Duke all week. And the more I looked at, like, my heart wants Rick Pitino to win this game. I have a bad feeling we're going to get the best version of Duke on Friday night in DC.
Impossible.
And the Johnnies are coming off an emotional buzzer beater, hold on for their dear life game against Kansas. I think Duke's size just bothers them, and they make their free throws at the end. I think there's a tight game throughout, but I'm going to take Duke to cover reluctantly. I don't want Duke to win. I'm going to fade Duke in the Elite Eight. I think Duke is a fraud, but I think they're gonna have this one circled. I think they're better than I think the Johnnies have a lot of deficiencies that are just covered up by Rick Pitino. I'll lay with Duke. I know everybody in the chat's like, what? He's laying it with Duke against Pitino, but yes, I'll take the Dukies here on Friday night. More chalk for moneyline McIntyre.
Bieniek, what are you doing here in DC?
So in 2 tournament games, the Boozer brothers have combined for 12 turnovers. Meet St. John's defense. I just think that they've, without Foster, the point guard, they've put the ball in Caden Boozer's hands a little bit more, but they're also told Cam Boozer to create a little bit more, and Cam specifically has turned it over a ton in the 2 tournament games. He's got 10 turnovers himself. I just think that Johnny's front court's not going to give him anything free. I'm on St. John's. I mean, there's 4 games. I'm locking up them on the spread. I don't know if they're not necessarily a huge threat to win the game. I like the fact that Duke added Gongba back. He played 13 minutes. He was a plus 19 in those 13 minutes against DCU, which is a pretty big deal, especially with St. John's strength being that front court. But overall, I think I'll go St. John's plus 6.5 as my favorite pick in this one. Player projection here on Underdog Fantasy, higher than 11.5 points, rebounds, assists for Ozias Sellers. It's 9-4 in his last 13 games.
I like it. Troy, what are you doing here in DC?
So Duke played a game at Capital One earlier this year and looked pretty good in the game that they played there. And I know nobody watches the Wizards, believe it or not. If you're kind of good at basketball, it's easy to make buckets on those rims. So I do kind of see Duke getting a little bit of offensive help from the sake that they're playing in an NBA arena and NBA rims, and it won't be weird like a depth perception thing playing at a football stadium yet or anything like that. I just 6.5 points is too much for a game that I feel like comes down to a possession or two, and maybe we see a favorable Duke call with some free throws at the end or something. I can't quite get there on the St. John's money line, but I will take the 6.5 points with them. I've already locked that up, and I'm glad that Noah didn't take. I have some player props I saw. Caesars is doing 4 assists for Zuby is plus 105. He's pretty much going to be asked to do everything. 8 rebounds is minus 120. Both, I think those were at Caesars, which connected to the stadium right there. If you're at Capital One Arena, you can go bet it. But yeah, I can't quite get there with the money line quite with you, Colby, but I'll lock the 6.5.
Did anybody have this on their bingo card that I would be on the Duke Island?
Duke Foxhole spot.
Duke Foxhole. Proud program, Dukies. Come on, Dukies.
Proud program. Northwestern Florida State just hit a 4-point play down 5 with 2 minutes left. They're only down 1 now against Gulf Coast State. This is on ESPN. This is good game going on here.
Those are
Matt,
both pretty proud programs there.
Yeah. Mac, I did forecast this because I had a feeling I know Mac. There's a point where like if he just hears everyone talking about it, he's gonna be contrarian and he just does that, especially in the big games. Maybe not the shittier games, the big games. I had a feeling that Mac was gonna go with Duke. Anyway,
go puke.
Yeah, there we go. Next up, we have.
You got to play the lock battle music.
Oh, all right.
Let's go.
We got a battle.
I got the Dukies in the foxhole.
Alabama is catching 9.5.
What's a foxhole spot again?
Well, this one's a foxhole because it's 3-on-1, and you got the whole chat on the Johnnies. I
believe it's taking her to Mountain Mamas for a fireball shot.
I'd like to fuck some of these Dukies and knock some sense into them. That's what I'd like to do.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Bitches.
Michigan's laying 9.5 in Chicago against Alabama. We kind of already hit on this shit. Bama has made what 23 his last game. Not gonna fly here. I will lay the 9.5 with Michigan. They win by 15. Mac.
I feel very similar how I feel about Arizona tomorrow with Michigan. I think Michigan's going to fuck them up. Alabama, we just saw them do this shit last year where they made 73s against BYU in the Sweet 16, and then they played Duke with all that length, and then that really bothered them. It's a terrible matchup. I think Michigan rolls by 15 plus, maybe even.
Alt line could be live here, dude.
Yeah, and it's a Michigan crowd. Michigan, trust me, I hate Michigan too. I hate all these 1 seeds, but I'm just gonna lay the chalk because I think that these are good matchups for them. Michigan's great. Like Michigan is battle tested too. They've played teams that shoot a bunch of threes. I know Wisconsin beat them in that miracle game, but I just think that their length is going to bother Alabama. A finesse cha-cha-cha team. Michigan rolls into the Elite Eight, and then I'll fade them in the Elite Eight, just like Duke.
Bama won. I'm rooting for you. Because A, I would get to make fun of Bieniek. B, Dusty May would take the North Carolina job. And C, it's Petiti. He is worse than Sankey. Bieniek, what are you doing here? Do I even need to ask?
I might be too close to the fire, but I'm a little nervous that everybody's just overlooking Alabama here. I think it's actually, Michigan's size and physicality is a bad matchup for Alabama. But if you look at under a microscope, the games that Michigan has lost, they've lost at the 3-point battle. The other teams have hit a volume number of 3-pointers. And specifically, if their bigs can shoot threes, if they can step out, that's kind of been the one way Michigan's been defeated this season. The way I see this going is if you're looking to handicap the side in this matchup, either sprinkle a little bit on Alabama straight up money line or take Michigan minus 14.5 at plus 174. Because Michigan's either winning this game by 15 or they're losing it outright. Alabama's either hitting their shots or they're getting ran out of the gym with their tempo and missed shots. Because Michigan's going to, I think, win the battle on the glass. That's a given. So, yeah, I think my favorite pick, so I handicapped this a little bit different, alt spread or money line. Give me Michigan over 91.5 team total. When you look at Alabama and the recent games that they've played against quality competition in SEC games, like they gave up 115 Arkansas. I know that was double overtime or whatever. 92 Auburn, 97 Texas A&M, 100 Florida. They've kind of in these fast up tempo games giving up a bunch of points. Michigan can score if they're hitting their shots. I think I like that. And then the player projection, Yaxel Lendeborg's played outstanding down the stretch of the season. His higher than 33.5 fantasy score is 8-5 in his last 13. I think you specifically want his defensive value for this, like his steals and whatnot added to that fantasy score really will help, because I think they may slap him on LeBaron Philon at the top of the key. So that's what I got for this one. I think Michigan wins pretty comfortably, but I can see this is a dangerous game. And Colby mentioned it, like Dusty kind of flirting with North Carolina, not 1,000% zoned in. So there's an opportunity for Bama, no doubt.
Shout out to Mark in the chat, giving us 50 American. You good sir, thank you. He's thankful for the guys at Vegas. So I was with you at Circa to open up the week. Then at Westgate the next few nights. Bieniek showing me college baseball apps. Mack buying me Sienna tequila shots. Colby running everywhere. I apologize. That means I met you, right? Troy giving me vitamins. I like those vitamins too. I had some of those vitamins as well. And Avetta, see you next year. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I met you. I'm grateful regardless. And yeah, I apologize for not spending more time hanging out. But it's tough, man. It's tough.
James Franklin, you haven't watched Michigan game all year, bud. That's their best defender.
They switch a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah, they do. They do switch.
He's good, like especially with the way Bama plays, and they put you in rotations, and they just play so fast up tempo. Yaxel will be on LeBaron at some point.
1000%. Yeah, like when they need stops, Yaxel's on the ball carrier.
How do you feel about this one? Tied first to 15.
That's
if they're hitting shots.
The 10 and 15 are the ones that I'm on. I'm playing the Alabama money line, like Noah said. I don't think the 3 or the 9.5 is. I mean, you can play it to back yourself up if you think this is going to be a close game. I think it's a lot of points, but it's either going to be Michigan stomps a mud hole in them, or Alabama somehow hangs around and makes enough shots to win the game outright. And I think they come out and fire, and you might get lucky on a race to 10 or a race to 15 where they make two of their first 3 threes or something like that. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan stomps a mud hole in them, but I'm playing the Alabama side. I'm going to play the money line, and I hope that they, make 18 3-pointers.
Alabama has played a game in this arena this year.
Both have played the UC.
Yeah.
Who did Bama play? The Illini?
They beat Illinois there.
Yeah,
Illinois.
That's right.
What I will say is, I think I like the way that Alabama is. They tallied a lot of their best wins in conference play, very much similar to Florida. And I think that Michigan's played up to their competition. They've had a tendency to play with their food and down the stretch in some of these Big Ten games. And in the 16 seed against Howard, I loved the way they played the second half against St. Louis when they were still in a tight game. They just full throttle and they ran them out of the gym. I think that's that second level that Michigan has. I don't know if Bama can match that.
Yes, and
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Shout out to the chat for asking for that one.
I'm going to change my favorite pick to that alt line minus 14.5.
There you go. Let's jump back to Washington D.C. Geez, Michigan State, UConn. You guys know they play in hockey in the Frozen Four, which is a Sweet 16 in hockey, the day before. So same matchup, hockey, basketball. Check out the Frozen Four episode we dropped. Michigan State laying 1.5. Is it still 1.5? Is the question.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. UConn laying 1.5 here, not Michigan State. So the line has crossed over 0.
Has it?
I
thought
UConn
right was minus 1.5. UConn opened as the favorite, I believe. So maybe it went.
It opened as a pick.
Get a 2 at Caesars with Michigan State.
DraftKings opened it at 1. So
I will take the 2 at Michigan State, but actually, you know what? You can keep your points. I am taking the money line with Tom Izzo, Michigan State against UConn. Can't wait to watch this game. Just a fire. I mean, the DC games are just absolute fire. But I just think I've been out on UConn really all year. I think this year's UConn team. Now Hurley's great as a coach in the tournament. Say what you want about his antics, but he's a great fucking coach. I just don't think this UConn team is that good. And I've all year I've been kind of beating this drum, where there's the Georgetown games, both of them, the Providence games, both of them. They're just not that good this year. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. The UCLA game without their leading scorer was close with 3 minutes left before UConn, to their credit, pulled away. But I think Sparty's better this year. So just give me Michigan State money line. Mac?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. I guess what UConn's minus 1.5 is what we're calling it,
or 2, whatever the fuck you want. Whatever's out there.
Yeah. I actually think that 1.5 or 2 points actually really matters, because I think this is going to be a tight fucking game. But I think Sparty's tougher. And I think the Big East is going to go 0-2 in the East Regional. I think UConn. You heard Hurley after the UCLA game saying we out-toughed one of the toughest teams in America, and Mick Cronin UCLA team. Well, buddy, like you're getting ready to play a whole different level of toughness and grit, especially this time of year. Izzo and company, I think they grind this thing out. I think they can control the glass. UConn has gotten beat up on the offensive glass a time or two, especially in the St. John's games. I think I like Izzo here. I like Izzo to find a way to get this thing done. I think UConn goes home in the Sweet 16. I think they've had a good run, beat UCLA, but I think Sparty's a better basketball team, and I think their guards are going to make enough plays down the stretch. So give me Sparty, give me Izzo, and they're on to the Elite Eight when they beat Duke.
Bieniek.
The strength of this UConn team is their defense. However, I do think that Michigan State's got a big-time X factor that I like the matchup. It's Jackson Kohler. They're big. He can step out and shoot a three when you need him to. He's hitting at 40% on the season, higher than 1.5 3-pointers made in this game. For underdog is my favorite player projection there. It's 4-2 in his last 6. And you're asking Terrace Reed to cover ball screens, to step out and defend a 3-ball. I think it's tough. Like, that's a guy that wants to stay around the paint, defend the rim, grab a board. I like that matchup for Sparty. Also, question for UConn for me is the guard play. Like, solo balls kind of lost a step, it feels like, down the stretch of the season. Silas Demery might be hurt. They really had a heroic performance last game from Jaden Ross. Can he give you that again now with Izzo and company having a couple of days to scheme for it? I don't know if that's coming free against Sparty. I'm on Michigan State money line as well. Lock up the 1.5 just for safety, but
2.
Yeah, give me Sparty.
2. Yeah. Troy?
I'll go against you guys. I'll take Dan Hurley here.
Who do you think will have the crowd?
UConn.
Duke.
That's what I was thinking too. Slightly, yeah.
No, Duke will have the DC crowd.
I think UConn will have the most.
You see the prices of the tickets? Duke will have the DC crowd.
Those UConn fans are fucking crazy.
Stuck up city, Mac. You know that.
Fans are pussies.
Michigan State travels, man.
They do travel. Sparty will be there. Sparty.
I even think Johnny fans will be there too. I think all 4 will be there. Yeah.
It
might be an even split, to be honest.
In this specific
I do think
game,
it's going to be a Duke crowd.
I think Duke will have it by a little bit. Yeah.
But in this matchup, I think it'll be an
Duke
even
will be
split.
rooting for Michigan State because they want Izzo. I would think that's and you get a chance to root against crazy.
I don't think that's
Dan.
true. They hate playing Izzo because every year they're in the same bracket.
Duke hates UConn, dude.
Duke and Michigan State are in the same bracket every single year. They hate it. They hate it.
Well, Duke. I think Duke's got a great record against. Michigan
Izzo's
State,
like
though,
3-17 against Duke. They're definitely going to be rooting for Sparty. They're not rooting for UConn. They hate UConn, dude.
I mean,
I'll just go with crazy Hurley. Not even going to get as crazy as we did last week on the show when I'm bringing up Tom Izzo's lack of winning national championships. Most of the time, it's talent based, and he's overperforming that to a fault, basically. But I don't mind laying 1.5 with UConn. That half point might matter, like Max says. This could be a 1-point win.
Oh, I fully expect this at like the 5-minute mark to be within
100%.
Yeah.
Right. You see Alex Caravan completely elevate his play when he gets to the tournament. It's hard to bet against the guy.
Yeah.
17.5 points, rebounds, assists is -120. Over 2.5 threes is +155. He can step out and make the 3-2. And when it comes to tournament time, he's kind of he's the counter to any of these teams that are going to run 2 bigs. Because you put Caravan out there and you hope that he has the game of his life. He's been playing pretty good. It's the only reason why they passed the eye test in the last 2 games. But I'll go against you guys. I'll battle y'all. Play it with the Huskies.
All right, there we go. Where the hell is this battle music?
Welcome to the party, pal.
We got a battle. Troy on the Huskies beating Dodge Brian Sanders saying take Sparty first to 10.
No, that's I think win margin 1 through 10.
1 to
okay.
10.
Yeah.
Minus
Gotcha.
7,000.
Folks, before we get to the final game for Friday, I do want to let you know that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness that is March Madness. A Rhythm generated bracket went 34-0 in the first 2 rounds. Can you imagine that? If I went 34-0, man, I would have been on the evening news. I'll tell you that. And it wouldn't have had nothing to do with my bracket. I would have been on just cloud 9, cloud fucking 9. Rhythm is that good. All right. Rhythm continues to crush it in college hoops. What are you waiting for, folks? Jump over there. Looking to go premium. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you know you are getting the best prices. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. And for the next 6 days, or really 5 days, because it's about to be midnight. It's still March, folks. March Madness obviously rolling, but for us at SGPN, it's also Merch Madness. 15% off everything in the store with the promo code March. Our Lock Dog Tees dog bowls, perfect for anybody, with animal or not. The Mack to School T-shirts, the Pick Dundee, the Man in the Box, CJ Sullivan T-shirts, and of course, our we're really trying to reach this goal. I think we're about 65 away of George Mason Start Your Football Program T-shirts. If you just type in Fairfax or go to startyourfootballprogram.com, you will see that. But use the promo code March. We need about 65 of these sold over the next 12 days. So jump on over there and do that and let it ride. All right. Final game on the slate as we jump back to Chicago. Tennessee, the Vols, take it on Iowa State. Back to Chicago. I feel like the Chris Farley thing. Iowa State is laying 4.5. Is it still 4.5? Let me just double check because I made these last night. 3.5.
Down to 3.5.
Yeah, I think that tells me that Joshua Jefferson there is not playing. Says game time decision. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's not playing. Series goes back to 1968.
I think anybody that assumed he was gonna play is incorrect.
Yeah, I think he's out. He's out for the tourney.
I mean, the inside scoop that Mack and I got, which was simply just at a craps table in the Circa, but pretty solid. Pretty solid. He's 80% out for the whole tournament, likely. So, yeah. Good luck thinking he's playing this one. I would think it would have to be next weekend at the earliest.
Well, that's interesting because now you have Otzelberger to North Carolina talk heating up, much like Dusty May we mentioned earlier, or Nate Oates. Which one of those coaches out of those three will be distracted most by?
Well, I think the one that will be impacted most is Arizona, just because Tommy Lloyd always sucks in the Sweet 16.
Tommy,
then you got this.
Answered it the worst.
Yeah.
Tommy answered it the worst compared to Otzelberger. It's like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah. Look, I'm on Iowa State. Barnes pass. It's intriguing. It's more intriguing now. I'll tell you that. But Tennessee, I thought they got fortunate against Virginia. Credit to Rick Barnes for getting back to another Sweet 16. But I do like to fade Barnes in March. I'm not going to ditch that because most of his, I think, are in the Sweet 16. So I will take this. Will be Tennessee travels well, but this is still going to be an Iowa State crowd, right?
Iowa State might have more than Michigan.
Yeah,
I was going to.
Yeah.
How far is Ames? What is that? 6-hour drive? 7-hour drive? What is that?
They will have more than Michigan. Everybody talking about Michigan having the most. That's not going to be true.
I could see that too. Being like it's like 3 or 4. Like
it might be closer than Kansas City.
I don't know if it's that close.
I got to look this up because I've done that drive. I
think it's 4.5. I think it's 4.5. I did it from Ames to Champaign the one year. Is it 4.5?
Chicago.
Ames to Kansas City's 3.5.
Yeah, I know.
5.5 to Chicago.
Oh, that's nothing for a
That's like
Midwesterner,
5
though.
minutes.
Yeah,
for
actually 5 hours right now for 5 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh, that's
So.
shit.
And you got the campers that they do in Ames. That's nothing.
They're gonna pack those fucking vehicles, and they're gonna have a case of Busch Light all the way out to fucking Chicago. These fuckers are ready. They're gonna fuck up Tennessee. They fuck up meaning win by 10. Like their culture is gonna win. They're gonna guard them. Jefferson's not a good defender. Jefferson's a really talented offensive player, but I feel like their defense gets better when Jefferson's not on the floor. And I thought we saw that in the second half of the Kentucky game. They didn't make enough plays, enough shots. Iowa State to the Elite Eight for the first time since Coach Eustace in 2000. 2000.
There we go. Rob Donaldson will be there. Avetta will be there too, I believe. So make sure you hit all the spots. Lou Malinotti's, the fucking Green Mill. What's that Fire Steakhouse? There's a couple Fire Steakhouses there. Yeah, I'm with you. Iowa State, double lock. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
So I could see either way. Like Iowa State choking somebody out is far from what is not likely of a possibility in this matchup. Both teams can struggle offensively, putting the ball in the twine. I could see that happening. I could see Iowa State not really clicking offensively like they've had in the past when they've advanced in the NCAA tournament. What I ultimately landed on was the under 138.5 in the matchup. I think I will still stay with Iowa State over Tennessee. But what nerves me most is that when Rick Barnes has gotten to the Sweet 16 the last 2 years, he's won the game. He's gotten to the
ever been a dog? Have we ever seen Barnes win as a dog in the tournament?
Yeah, Duke.
Okay. Like is that the one game? Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't remember Barnes ever really being a dog. He's always a favorite.
Yeah, he knocked off Duke 1 year.
And the year they went to the. I mean,
he also was a dog to Kentucky last year, and
no, they were favored. They were favored.
It was like a 2-point game then, which I still don't know if that's enough to sway you one way or another. But I'm going to land on Iowa State to win and cover, but my favorite pick is the under 138.5. That's my lock for us talking about the game. I'm going to take you to lower than 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Jacoby Gillespie. I love this kid, but this is just too high for this matchup. It's first off, the player projection's 4-2 in his last 6 games. His last 15 games, he's averaging just 26.5 PRA, and the line's 28.5. His last 15, it's 11-4. I mean, this is one of my bigger slam dunk favorites on the slate. This one I would pair with the Jackson Kohler over 3, higher than 3s, and then Yaxel fantasy points as my favorite 3. Troy?
There we go. Troy, what are you doing in this matchup?
I was hoping that Noah locked lay the points here with Iowa State. This is a part of the Big 12 skullfuck parlay. We're laying the points with Iowa State here. This
Mack round 3.
Get this bullshit out of here. TJ Otzelberger is going to be doing fucking Ed Hochuli push-ups right before they walk out, so you can see how pumped up he is. He hasn't been wearing super tight shirts yet. I think he was waiting to bust it out in Chicago. Yeah, I think a really funny line I saw is Mom Chilovich, 4 threes is even money. He's got to make 4 threes at even money. I'm not suggesting you bet that. I just see that number as like, well, the inevitable 3 threes is probably going to happen, but it seems like there's always a point in time where he hits 3 or 4 shots in a row, and it, paired with the toughness of their defense, it kind of stretches them away from teams. I don't know if Tennessee's seen somebody that can kick ass like that, but Tamin Lipsey's the man, dude. It doesn't matter if Jefferson's playing. Tamin Lipsey is just such an annoying fucking on-ball defender. Gets his hands in every lane of passing. His assist line is the one that I'm going to bet along with this laying the points with Iowa State. But 5.5 assists plus 116. Jefferson gets hurt one game and he has 10 assists in the last game they played because now it's going through him significantly more. So yeah, lock up Iowa State, lock up those clones.
Rick there Barnes, we go. And shout out to Brian Sanders saying nobody's betting Tennessee. You got to take them now.
They're Illinois. They're Illinois of the night before. This is a fake sharp play. They're gonna get fucked up, just like Houston's gonna fuck Illinois up. Let's go.
All right, that's our slate now. Top play, and dog. The dog for me, pretty obvious. The Johnnies. I mean, I guess Sparty is catching two, but I want a real dog, and that is the Johnnies for me. And the lock for me. I'm going to lay it with Michigan. I think it's a bridge too far for Alabama. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'll go clones. I'll fade Barnes. And he gets back to the Sweet 16, but they peter out here and they get punked here. I only have one dog and it's Sparty. I know it's a yapper. I'll parlay the two yappers. Give me Sparty and then Iowa the night before together. Give me Iowa on the money line and give me Michigan State on the money line together. That'll be my dog parlay. I know that's two yappers. I have 6 favorites in the Sweet 16, and then I'll do the two yappers together for my dog. That'll be nice.
Bieniek?
Fuck all that.
The lock's the under 138.5 in Tennessee, Iowa State. The dog, I mean, I'm on St. John's spread. I'm on Michigan State spread, but I think my favorite plus money line quotation mark pick is that Michigan minus 14.5 plus 174. Like I legitimately think in that matchup, Alabama either has a chance to be live and win that game, or they run themselves out of the gym and lose by 20.
There we go. Troy, fire away.
I mean, I want to lock Iowa State, but I feel like you getting the points with the Johnnies is worthy of a lock play. Dog is Alabama for the same reason that, Noah, I might get crazy and bet like the alt spread and the dog with Alabama and hope that we're right on the read here. Like
you should
take a minus 14 and a minus 17.5 and then play the money line and hope that it goes one way or the other.
If there's no middle, you're guaranteed to make money. If there's a middle, you're losing both.
Yeah. We got to bet them all. And I mean, I'm sure everybody that was out in Vegas understands it's more about the fun anyways. When you're on some vitamins, you can still have a good time losing some bets as long as they're enjoyable. And as long as you tail Mack on a few first half money lines, you'll be fine.
There we go. Troy is on
half money line for the Sweet 16.
Yeah, you have a favorite one here, Mac? First half money line.
I mean, I'm pretty chalky, man. I have 6. I bet all the favorites, and then I took the two yappers.
The Johnnies could have the lead at halftime, though.
No.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't have one. I'm chalk and tired this time of year.
Dun.
I'm a chalk guy this late in the year. I bet
he shits on me all year.
Arkansas for chalk,
no fun, no.
There's Bieniek, there's no spots this time of year. Like
there's plenty of spots. You just got to make them one.
It's Jimmy's and it's Jimmy's and Joe's versus like over X's and O's this time of year. Make a play. Who's got more pros? In my opinion, like
make a play. Fine. Iowa first half money line, St. John's first half money line, Alabama first half money line, Michigan State first half money line. Let's go.
All right. All right.
Noah Bieniek on Twitter at NoahB77_
there.
All right. I like you throwing some darts. I think 2 out of the 4 will hit, but
yeah. There's no 20-1 money line if you're talking about that.
Yeah.
McIntyre is on Twitter at moneyline_ Mac. Troy Tuning is on Twitter at Troy Tuning, right? No underscore, right? Yep. Troy Tuning. Yeah. I'm on Twitter at thecolbyd. Fuck, man. We got great games. NIT is not until next Thursday in Indy. I think McIntyre will be there. But also we have The Crown this upcoming week as well. The Crown with the Mountaineers in the Crown.
Coonskin cap.
Is there a way we get a crown attached to that coonskin cap in the event of a West Virginia victory?
Yeah.
I will not be.
Crown skin cap.
Folks, appreciate everyone that donated, and we'll be back. And obviously, like if some news happens with Carolina or Kansas or something, we might be back faster than you realize. But until then, enjoy the fucking games. Let's go. Check out the Frozen 4 episode as well. Check out the college baseball experience, the college football experience, and actually if you're real swift on the SGP show in about 15 minutes, you will have the UFL preview on Sports Gambling Podcast. I know you're Googling what the fuck that is, but check it out. And I'll leave you with the remix once again. So enjoy this fire music. Call your local radio stations and ask for the Multiline Mack remix.
We're going to have to get this pressed to vinyl, you know?
Yes, 100%. I'll go back to the original in the coming days, but enjoy it. This is the college basketball experience. Remix.
It's Mack tonight. Hear what I say. Moneyline Mack in a major way. Those tacos from Billy Ray and the mimosas the way. Ask your girl how my money go. Go West Virginia, that's what they scream. First to give your girl a crazy dream. Hey kids, remember to gas up. I'm the king who gives your girl an ass rub. It's Moneyline Mack and that's what it's about now. I wear my coonskin hat when I take your girl to Cloud Town. It's Moneyline Mack and that's what it's about now. I wear my coonskin hat when I take your girl to Cloud Town. Yeah. It's Moneyline Mack, feel the heat. Moneyline Mack, can't be beat. Billy Ray's tacos and mimosas set me free. All the fine guys follow me. Listen up, Jack Fox, here's the deal. Money llama gives that for more than cop in the field. I love a good slow jam. When it comes to Moneyline Mack, now that's a proud program. It's Moneyline Mack, can't be beat. Billy Ray's tacos and mimosas set me free. All the fires follow me. Your girl's in a foxhole spot, taking her to Mountain Mamas for the 5-ball shot. My mom, he is hot, just see to I got it sliding.